Nigel Smith, and we're here in Toronto at TIFF 2022 in the EW and People studio. And we're here with the cast and the fabulous first-time director of On the Come Up, coming to Paramount Plus very, very soon. So now I unfortunately had to watch this on a TV before the festival, like a lot of people are going to be watching on Paramount Plus. But last night, you guys opened the Toronto Film Festival at a huge theater in downtown Toronto. What was the energy like in the room to premiere a film of this nature with a live crowd?
I mean, it was a dream. Is this working? Yes. Oh. I mean, it was a dream, wasn't it? I mean, I was bursting out of my skin. Everybody is like taking the moment, and I was trying to take in the moment. I am so thrilled that everybody, this very busy, oh so talented cast, was able to make it. I had my family there. We made this for the big screen, and it is such a community-driven movie, and I love the idea of people watching it in a movie theater, and the acoustics and the coloring. It was just all so beautiful, and I'm just over the moon excited.
How did the audience take to it? I'm just curious what the energy was like in the room. Were they really, really feeling the beats and the...
You know, you can always feel when an audience gets, you know, I come from the theater, so you can always feel when they get a little restless or when you don't have their attention. And so I was really listening out for that, and they were focused, right? Yeah. They really were. And so that made me so happy. It was a testament to this amazing group of people.
I've been a big fan of your acting career over the years, and it's so thrilling to see you take the stage in this new stage in your career as a director. Absolutely, and you totally hit it out of the ballpark, as everyone's sure to see very, very soon. What about this book by yourself really inspired you to want to take that leap and become a filmmaker?
Well, I'm a big fan of Angie's work. I just find her books so utterly readable, but they just are there's so much that I recognize in these characters. There's a lot of Bree in young Sanaa. I didn't have the easiest childhood. I used acting, like Bree uses her poetry and rapping to work stuff out, you know, and it gave me focus and it gave me a future. So that was the biggest part. I also love the idea of the character that I played, Jay, that, you know, I had a lot of people in my life that have addictions, and showing that you can overcome that and, you know, and make it, and, you know, maybe not, but you're trying, and I love that. And I love I was telling Davine last night, I love the whole female family aspect, because that is so true for a lot of Black families. That the women are the people who raise us. Unfortunately, that's a whole nother story about why. But so it's kind of a tribute to Black women and family.
Now, Angie, you told me that you were recently, not recently here, but you got a Facebook notification telling that you were here for The Hate U Give, for the world premiere of the Toronto Film Festival. Was that 4 years ago?
Yeah, 4 years ago.
And here you are again with another adaptation of one of your books, and thankfully both films are great films, great adaptations. What is it like seeing your books brought to life in such a beautiful way?
It's amazing. I feel like I manifested this, because when we were here in 2018 for The Hate U Give, I had just turned in On the Come Up, and I was telling my mom and everybody, I was like, we're going to be back here in a few years On the Come Up. So
wow.
it worked out like that, you know. So now I'm in the car reading my next book, and I'm like, we're going to be here for that one too. That's it.
That's amazing. Jamila. Yeah, it's your festival, exactly. Watching this, I was like, why haven't I seen her before? She's such a force on screen. Surely she must have like grown up in the industry, but this is your first lead role in a major motion picture, and you are just incredible. You hold your own among, you know, Sanaa and the rest of the cast. What was your journey to this film and to acting in general?
Well, I have been acting, but not in the industry. I was in a musical theater class. I went to a performing arts high school, and that's where I started. And I've just been so blessed. I feel like I've been very lucky in a sense. I reached out to my agent, every agent on the union website, and one of them got back to me, and here I am. So I feel like I've been very blessed, and yeah, I'm happy to be here. I feel like I'm learning so much from everybody.
Working with Sanaa must be an actor's dream as an actor on a film like this.
Yes.
No, but really, I mean, I know it's your first film as a director, but you obviously understand the process and what it is to be an actor.
I was about to say about her, because I saw her on a tape amongst 200 tapes. And obviously, Brie is the movie. You can't, have, and it was very important to me to find the right person. And there's so many talented people out there. But when I saw Jamila, I was like, who's this? There's something about, she has a quality about her that's very unique, very special, and a real access emotional to her emotional life. And one of the things that I noticed when we were going through the audition process, I was like, okay, I want you to work on this and this and this and go home and come back. She works hard. And that's not the case for a lot of people, you know? And I was really impressed by that. She works really hard, and she's a quick study. So, it was, I think it's a little bit of destiny. It's not just lucky, I think there's,
I couldn't see anyone else in the part, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Sanaa, did you rely at all on Cliff for his insight into the music industry? And Cliff, were you willing to divulge any secrets about behind the scenes and how it applies to the movie?
Sanaa beat us. she beat us. No, actually, I was so happy to be a part of her directorial debut. I'm all about supporting the sisters, but not just sisters, black sisters. And to see them in a position where they can quarterback, it's great. And she dealt with us with grace. She knew what her vision was going to be, and we all, did our best to make that come to fruition, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I had a great time, and that's what it's all about.
And this man is really, he's obviously, there were days on set that I had to curse out the camera crew because they would bring records and try to get autographs in between takes. And I was like, oh, right, he's a superstar. You know what I mean? Like, you forget because first of all, he's so nice and so humble and professional, shows up on time, knows his lines. We know that's not the case with a lot of your, the
peers,
yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
So no, but I was just so impressed by he's truly becoming a thespian. Yeah. And I felt lucky to have him, not only because Supreme is such an important part in the movie, and but I wanted it to be layered and there's so much to do with it, and I think he brought all of that, and then I just get the icing on the cake that he, kind of gives us a stamp of approval because he is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
She ain't lying.
Now, Divine, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I've enjoyed your comedy over the years so much, and it was so nice to see you in this dramatic part, and you're just incredible in the film. Is there a genre that you feel more comfortable in, and is this that for you?
Is this the genre that I feel the most?
Yeah.
No. No, meaning, so Sanaa and I went to the same school. We went to Yale.
Oh la la.
Respectfully, let that be known. So, with that, I say that because when I went to school, I was very adamant about, I wanted to get an education where I had a skill set where I could be transformational and do whatever I wanted. And when I applied for graduate schools, because of whatever I physically represent, a lot of people said no. And it ironically, and God's blessing, was Yale. So in that is my mission and my journey always. Comedy, drama, it really doesn't matter. It's the stories that matter to me. So ironically, I was filming Rustin, the Netflix project, playing Mahalia Jackson. So I'm in full head-to-toe Southern Baptist auntie regalia. And I get a call from my reps saying, Sanaa Lathan wants to talk to you. She's directing this thing, and you're going to play this Butch Hart. And I'm literally like, if you can imagine churchified head to toe, and you're like, I get to play a butch drug dealer, and I'm like, my body's tingling. That excites me to go from one to the next, because I think that's where, in my humble opinion, you really get a chance to show your craft as an artist. And I respect her for the fact that we had never formally met before, but literally it was like this all happened like in a weekend. It was very
so
quick.
This is the story. I call her my angel because we actually had somebody for the role, and like I was saying, and they were in the music industry and nice person, but they weren't showing up. And we were like a week and a half out, and it was I've learned late in life, it's, you know, when you see red flags, you listen. After the second time, I was like, I want to recast. The studio, everybody was like, no, we can't, it's too late, and this person is, you know. And I was like, nope, it's gonna be even worse on set. And then I was like, who can we get? And then honestly, I wasn't as familiar with you and when I met her and I did some research and I knew we went to the same school, I was like, girl, we're transforming. And that is the fun. There's two different types of stars. There's the movie stars who are personality actors, and that's great. There's a lot of those that we love to go to the movies to see. And then there are the true actors who also are stars. And Davine, sorry, I didn't mean to do all that. Davine is the real deal. And I was so lucky that you just came and showed up and played like you did.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Definitely check out On the Come Up on Paramount Plus when it airs there, and have a great festival experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
September 23rd.
Yeah.